In case you want to exercise your use of free will a little bit better, this is all of the educational content that I've been consuming instead of rotting on my phone or consuming media that doesn't benefit me. There are so many random things to study on the internet, like the possibilities are endless, but these are my favorite channels and tools to do so because it is challenging to find sources that are credible. First on YouTube, Dr. Eric Berg and Dr. Andrew Huberman. Andrew Huberman is a neuroscientist and he also goes on a lot of really great podcasts, so highly recommend any podcast that he goes on. Dr. Berg talks a lot about health and food in our bodies and just does a really great job of breaking down all the science that goes into it. For any sort of social psychology or charismatic learning, I love Vanessa Van Edwards. Also, any podcast she goes on is fantastic. I listened to her one with Jay Shetty. Both of her episodes on Diary of a CEO are absolutely fantastic. I literally take so much away from it every time I listen to it. Everyone that I've recommended those podcasts to has loved them. I also love Robert Greene teaching you the tactics of seduction, manipulation, the mechanics behind confidence, charisma, and our relationships with one another. This website, scipost.org, does a really great job of taking scientific studies and kind of condensing them into a more digestible format, because if you have actually read scientific studies, you know they're very dense and honestly really hard to understand if you didn't go to school for it or if you haven't worked in science. The site covers cognitive science, neuroscience, social psychology, and mental health. And lastly, I've really been trying to strengthen my history knowledge because I personally always struggled studying history. I've been more of a science math girl. It is incredibly important to educate yourself on world history, how that affects our politics and our current events, whether it involves your home country or not. I love Unbiased Politics by Jordan for any sort of current events going on. She does a really good job of just giving factual based information that's not heavily influenced by propaganda from either side. So like Crash Course on YouTube, it gives you a short summarized version of whatever you want to learn about, and then from there you can go on and research it a little bit more on your own. History is a very time-oriented thing, so just giving yourself certain wars or eras to study will just help you organize the information a little bit better. Right now I'm focused on learning the details of everyone that was involved in World War I, II, and the Cold War, and that one is personal to me because both my parents lived in Eastern Europe while all of that was going on and when the Iron Wall fell. So it's just really crazy to learn about and see how different politics are all over the world. That's all I got for today. Happy learning, and I also post everything that I consume weekly on my Patreons. I dive into more topics, questions I have, and all of the information that I personally take away from what I study. So if you want to go there for more information like this and follow along for more.